But the story is funny in a way because the CEO of that series then once said, well, Thomas, we like all these things Riedel does for us, but you know, SailGP is not known so much in Germany. Can't you just help me on that? And I said, well, not sure whether technology can help. Said, well, maybe in this case it's not about technology. Maybe you can help with your knowledge about media and the German market. Obviously, you can hear my accent, I'm German. So my company is located in Wuppertal, so in the center of the universe. That's at least what I say, since I was born there. And I said, well, I'm not sure. I'm not even a sailor. I've never been on a sailing boat, so I sort of like the technology, but not of sailing. So the next thing I did is I called the head of sports from like RTL, from ARD and ZDF, and they all said the same thing. Oh, well, sailing is as interesting as tennis. Well, I said, table tennis is great, but that wasn't what he meant. Basically, they all wanted to say, yeah, it's a niche. You know, in Germany, people are only interested in soccer, and that's about it. And I said, okay, I got it. I need to do something else. So the next thing I did is I thought of that, and at this time, it wasn't about technology. I thought of, why are people so interested in Formula One? I mean, it's cars going in a circle. Is that so interesting? Well, it is interesting for the fact that there is so many interesting people, whether it's the drivers, it's the team principals, the owners, behind the scenes, and all these people are kind of the stars and are the actors on television. So I felt maybe I get someone involved who is not a sailor but is well known. And that was the moment when I called someone I knew from Formula One. In fact, it is Sebastian Vettel. And I called Sebastian and told him about SailGP. Sebastian said, well, sounds interesting. And I really like it's about water. The sustainability side of SailGP is very serious because, I mean, they say powered by nature. And they are really serious about that. And but he said, but what should I do there? You know? I know about motorsports, and what can I do? How can I help? Said, I'm not sure, but I think it can be interesting, because I really wanted to have Sebastian on the team, to be honest, or better said, on that story. And said, maybe we can meet with someone who can help, and we discuss. So the sailor which should come on board for the Germans was a guy called Eric Heil. You probably don't know him, right? I mean, he has 2 Olympic medals and is a real interesting athlete. However, he's not really known. This is exactly about sports being more in the background. So Eric, who is really one of the best sailors in the world, lives in Kiel. And I said to Sebastian, well, then let's just meet up and see what happens. And so we did. And Sebastian, Eric, and I, we had dinner in Kiel, and Sebastian was asking one question after the other. And it was all about, like, how does it work? What is the strategy? Are these boats all the same? Are they different? What influences do we have? How can we make the difference? How can we make a German team, if it exists? How can we make this team win? And at some point, Eric and I, we run out of questions, even so we understand the format pretty well. But I said to Sebastian, look, you know, we didn't answer all your questions, but one thing is clear now. We understand what you can bring to the table, because you have asked so many questions which show how you understand competition. And that competition and that basically understanding, that mindset can make the difference. And you know, the result of this was that Sebastian and I committed to own the German SailGP team, which, well, that's what started this year. So from a technology company, and we still do that, I'm now a co-owner with Sebastian of the German SailGP team, and we developed this format from the inside. And there is very interesting challenges there.